Hey, this is Junior of Red Rock Classics. What we're going to take a test drive in is a 1954 Packard Clipper. This thing's got a 343 AMC motor with a Borg-Warner T10 4-speed, manual 4-speed. This car is on bags. You can adjust your ride as you go. Let's take this thing for a quick cruise. This car rides like factory. It's not. I got quite a bit of air in this bag. There we go. All right, let's get this thing out on the main road. There we go. So hopefully you can hear me and you can see me real good. Brakes on this car work great. Take her down the road real quick. Motor's been rebuilt. Got a nice little mild cam in it. The manual transmission is cool. There we go. The shifter's a little on the loose side. Kind of goofy to find second gear for me. Motor runs great, brakes work great, car accelerates great. You can adjust your ride, you can adjust it on the fly. There we go. The rear's been lowered just a little bit with suspension wise, and then so it's got a nice attitude when it cruises. But I've got the rear, I believe I've got it all the way up. Let me check it here. Yep, I've got the rear all the way up. And the front I bring down just a little bit, about 40 PSI. Real smooth ride. Steering isn't loose. I get on the highway, no problem. 65. This car does not overheat. It does have an electric fan and it's currently on. Drove this car around Lake Havasu, about 115 that day. We drove it around town, did not overheat, thing ran great. It's got plenty of power. Yeah, let's turn this beast around. Now, what's this guy doing? Does have a posi traction rear end, highway gearing, all 4 gears are nice and smooth. The shifter's just a little loose, it's goofy. You know, it's an older Borg-Warner, very rare transmission. You don't find these bolt up against the AMC. It was very difficult to find this transmission when the guy was building the car. Speedometer does not work. Oil pressure gauge is an aftermarket gauge. It works great. The volts gauge is aftermarket. It works great. Temp gauge works great. It's currently showing about 168 degrees. I do have the fan on, like I said. It's only about 85, 88 degrees outside. Fuel gauge does work. I have not tested the clock, so I'm not positive on the clock. And somebody's put an aftermarket tachometer on it. It works. Dash is in incredible condition. The steering wheel's in incredible condition for its year. It's an original steering wheel. Cannot get the wipers to work. I do have the blades on it. Couldn't get the darn things to work. I don't know if it's electrical or if it's motor or what. Lights work. Like I said, the brakes are great on this car. Get on the brakes, let go with both hands, stab them. The hood ornament on this car is actually from a 40s Packard. It's the Swan. And the Swan meant you spent a lot of money on your Packard. when you got the Swan. But somebody has adapted it to this car, and I think that's really, really cool. Got a real narrow spot to get through here by my trailer. The body on this car is incredible condition. It does not have a lot of filler in it. In fact, I really couldn't find it. It was a spot I hit on the back, and it could be, but it was very tiny, and I can't catch it again. So on my filler detector. But otherwise, great running car. Do give me a call. Junior Red Rock Classics. It's a bagged 1954 Packard Clipper with a built 343 AMC motor and a BorgWarner 4-speed on the floor, making this car really, really cool to drive. Well, I appreciate you taking a ride with me.